Hello everybody, it's the Historical Gamer once again, and today we're returning to Combat Mission Shock Force 2, a game that is coming out on Steam on September 1st. Actually, by the time you see this, it'll probably already be out on Steam. It's been out for a little while. It's available directly through Battlefront's website, but this is a game that looks at a hypothetical NATO invasion of Syria in the year 2007, obviously before the historical Syrian civil war. And it kind of is. It's the intent of the war is more to just build a Desert Storm type modern war without without forcing the player to fight a war that would have been ongoing at the time, right? Fighting a 2003 invasion of Iraq with like an insurgency element, because this game does include asymmetric warfare. Probably would have been a little bit tacky as the war was ongoing, as people were fighting and dying, but sort of building this alternate history where the U.S. invades Syria through Iraq. The NATO forces under Germany, Canada, they invade from Turkey into northern Syria, and the Marines land on the Syrian coast is a little bit more palatable, in 2007. Anyway, this is part number 4 of a Let's Play series I'm doing of the German campaign, which is part of the NATO DLC pack, commanding two German battalions of troops from the 10th German Panzer Division. We fought the first battle and won it with moderate losses, 13 casualties. I think about 6 KIA. We are now fighting the second battle in the campaign, which essentially is a clearing mission to clear a roadway of potential enemy anti-tank guided missile teams to ensure that our supply convoys can flow freely. And so we just started the battle. We're about 30 minutes in. It's about a 90-minute battle. And we've already lost. We've lost some troops. We had a tank lose its track, I assume, to an RPG or something like that, and the driver was killed. So we've had our first casualties. We're trying to rely heavily on air and artillery support in order to clear the way. But this is going to be a slow slog of a mission, a slow slog of a battle. But I think it's kind of interesting to see how you kind of have to reduce enemy fortifications, reduce enemy buildings while trying to minimize your casualties. Because the important thing to factor in is we are Germany, which is not known for willingness to take large numbers of casualties in its post-World War II iteration. Frankly, no Western militaries have an appetite for heavy casualties, so that should always be a focus of minimizing casualties. But in any event, let's jump back into this thing. Hope you guys enjoy. Let me know your thoughts below, and I'll catch you guys at the end. All right, so bringing up reserves. Our troops are slowly moving across the map. I'm not really sure if there's any enemy troops in these forward buildings. There may not be. We're just going to keep moving forward. These guys on the roof. These troops don't need to pause there. You move forward on foot. Move you guys toward the edge of there. So we're just going to kind of slowly advance our way across this map. Most of these guys have half tracks and support. I think that was an artillery spotting round. Have we spotted any indication of enemy dead bodies? Oh, we have. So we got 5 enemy KIA here. Another squad over here. Looks like 5 more KIA. Those are our troops. So we've got at least 10 enemy knocked out so far. We've almost used half our time. I am not moving fast enough. Meanwhile, our artillery is firing for effect on the distance there. Let's move these guys up on the roof, I guess. Move our half tracks forward. Looks like these buildings are clear, so I'm going to wait to unmount these guys. We'll assault the second town area with our second company. Holy shit. 2 more casualties and another thing knocked out. God damn it. I've got no visibility. I've got no recon, nothing. Weren't there... I thought some of the crew survived there. You guys gonna bail out? Where did that come from? I guess that's what I get for having my infantry behind, but we've lost 2 half-tracks now. I'm really pissed I lost that Fennec to my own stupidity. Did I tell these guys to march out on their own? I guess I did. Get those spotters forward a little bit. We're going to move this Jeep up to pick up the spotters. These recon troops don't seem to recon anything. Can't see jack shit. Our troops are still moving through the rubble. I don't think it was this building. I think it was something up here. Yeah, that's what we're showing. This building, this Ford building here in this town. So in that case... you know what? In that case, I'm going to do this. Point target, 2, medium, short, general, immediate. Confirm. Alright, more artillery coming in. We also have some detection of enemy units out this way, apparently. I don't think they can hit me from out that way yet, though. Alright, let's go in here. We'll move forward to this advanced building. The infantry losses may be pretty severe. I think if that one APC lost a company, we lost maybe, or one APC lost a squad, we may have lost an entire squad of infantry, 2 APC crews, 1 tanker, although hopefully the tank can be repaired. Not going to advance that other Marauder further yet. And we're almost to the halfway point. That's the crazy thing. We'll move our headquarters forward to be a little bit closer to the troops. Do we have more reinforcements yet or no? I don't even know if we're getting more. These guys are going to shoot at that lead target. I mean, maybe I should be using smoke, but I don't know. You'd think I'd at least sight where the bad guys are. Alright, so it looks like we've at least cleared this side of the town. We know there's at least some enemy targets out this way. We'll wait for that artillery to come in.
Abgefeuert. Kommen. Abgefeuert. Ende.
Ende, does that mean it's on the way in? Yeah, I think they've already fired the rounds. Could be wrong.
Achtung, Aufschlag. Kommen. Aufschlag. Ende.
Alright, that spotting round was way off.
Abgefeuert. Kommen. Abgefeuert.
Not going to advance that guy quite to where the APC was lost. Move these troops over here. I imagine there's no one in these buildings over here on the flank, given nothing's come down and hit us from there, but they might get a nice view in here on this terrain. Looks a little bit higher, so they might have a nice line of sight into that town. All right, I think what we're gonna do. We're gonna get these troops into position to assault the town. That artillery's got to be they're walking it down onto the target. You can see a spotting round here, a spotting round here, a spotting round here, so they should be just about ready to fire for effect. Yeah, looks like they're firing. Those numbers seem to be ticking down. Yep, there you go. All right, so they're firing for effect on this building. Hopefully we take it out and everybody in it. We're going to put our next spotter on top of this building. I think we're going to start advancing on the town with our troops. So 3 sections of troops, a headquarter unit, 4 sections of troops. We're going to advance on the ground. My problem here is I'm not moving fast enough. For sure, not moving fast enough. Looks like the enemy might have dropped a spotting round back here on us. Did we destroy that building yet? We did. I'm just going to assume this roadway, this paved road is the one we want to... Do I have access to that air unit yet? Not yet. Okay. You know what? Can we do... Just judging by what we've seen so far, I'm going to do a point target here. And then I'm wondering if I can get... So those are our forward spotters now. Oh shit, what are you doing? What are you doing this far in advance? Did I tell that guy to go that far up? Let's see if we can get... What am I doing? Alright. Oh no, I wanted the guy I just selected. Alright, can we see... Can we do a linear target? Yes. Alright, I'm going to try and take out this front row of buildings. With a medium, general, immediate, confirm. Just feels like we kind of have to destroy buildings. This might not be a bad building to destroy over there either. You can see our troops are advancing through this shrubbery. We've got artillery on the way to support. I think we'll move these guys here in their vehicle. Feels like there's some mortar rounds landing around here that might be spotting rounds for some enemy artillery. If that's the case, we should probably get these guys out of here. These guys are working on getting into that building. Our Marauders will advance a little bit to provide some support. I'm assuming that the enemy unit that destroyed us was in that forward building. That may be a dangerous assumption. Oh shit, what is he shooting at? We spotted enemy troops.
Achtung, Aufschlag. Kommen.
Shit.
Aufschlag. Ende.
Feueranforderungen empfangen. Ende.
Well, that looks like that must have been an anti-tank crew. Yeah, that's an anti-tank crew. So we just hit them pretty hard. Hopefully they didn't put anything
Abgefeuert. Kommen.
into us.
Feuert. Ende.
Good line of sight there.
Abgefeuert. Ende.
Alright, so we do have an artillery strike that's coming down here. Our own troops are paused in this hill line, or in this wooded line.
Achtung, Aufschlag. Kommen.
We are firing against, there's some troops in this building.
Aufschlag. Kommen.
Artillery spotters are coming down. It looks like we've got some line, it looks like we have a sight on these ATGM groups. Where are we at? Are they firing? Busy? Spotting? So some of the rounds are already incoming. Looks like that line barrage, I don't know what that, linear barrage. So we know there's bad guys in this building too. Is that the entire barrage? That couldn't have been. That must still be spotting, right?
Achtung, Aufschlag.
Aufschlag.
Kommen.
Ende.
Yeah, they're still spotting. Okay, now they're firing for effect. You can see the rounds landing on this building here direct. We're trying to knock this building out. I'm assuming there's bad guys in here. We're trying to knock this line of buildings out here. So we just took the roof out. Let's use this artillery as a cover to get into these buildings. That may be advancing a little bit too aggressively toward these buildings. The barrage is just starting. We are moving a little bit close, and I have gotten myself in trouble already once in this mission with friendly fire. Looks like this was an anti-tank gun crew as well, so that's probably what took out the Marauders. Hey guys, don't mind me, just advance into danger. Okay, so that recoilless rifle is knocked out, supposedly. They're literally advancing into a building that's across the street from heavy artillery fire. Please don't get hit by shrapnel. They're pretty damn cool about it, though. Maybe they're starting to take some stress. Their pinned meter is flashing. All right, we can probably stop that barrage, I imagine. Oh, it's already over. We've almost used up our 120s here.
Feuerauftrag beendet. Ende.
So we took out these 3 buildings. We know there were some bad guys in here. We've got 40 minutes left. We're taking our dear sweet time. I don't want to advance APCs with troops in them, though. I do want to advance the other APCs, though, because a 20mm chain gun is sure going to be some nice support. Meanwhile, I think our fighters or our bombers ready. I It's still not, really. Where are they shooting at? Alright, so they're shooting at these guys over here, which are what? Looks like they're not RPG crews, they're snipers. So they're trying to pin down a sniper here. Meanwhile, this guy has surrendered. Alright, our tornado has arrived. Do we have more troops or just the tornado? Just the tornado. Alright, so we are pounding that sniper. Meanwhile, with the tornado arrived, I think what I'm going to do here is let's find a target that's comfortably enough out of the way that we can knock out. We can try and knock out with the tornado. So if there's really a bunch of troops gathered in this building complex, we're going to call a point target here. I think medium, immediate, confirm, 6 minutes. We'll try and level this building. Presumably it's a strong point. We'll use the tornado for that. Ah. Let's move forward our other APCs. Alright, our Panzer Grenadiers are going to come up here. Let's get these guys on the roof. So we know these guys in the front have surrendered. So to that point, let's try and get these guys down into level 1. You know what I should do is bring my tanks up. Where are they? Now that they successfully engaged that enemy anti-tank gun missile down there on the other end. We'll bring our tanks up the road.
Roger, en route to IP.
Right, those are our 3 remaining operational tanks. Troops are advancing here. Move these guys over onto the roof to support. This guy's surrendered again, right? Yeah. Was that the only one in that building complex? Were there any others? That's kind of fucked. I used all that artillery on that. Roof. Roof, I feel like will give us a better ability to support our troops as they advance. Well, while we're waiting there also. Is there a line of troops back here? Was this like a trench line? I don't want to waste artillery if I don't know if anybody's there. We took that building out. Let's take this building out too. Point target here, 2, medium, short.
Feueranforderungen kommen!
I'm curious how many anti-tank units here. We're already an hour in. Alright, where's our armor? I may lose just because I'm not aggressive enough. I don't know. We'll see. Alright, tornado's somewhat inbound. I can hear it anyway. Actually, this was a much bigger group of troops. So 3 killed, 2 surrendered there. So So it's a squad of at least 5. Those tanks will keep an eye on that end of the road. Or that tank will look down the main road to make sure none of those ATGM guys pop up.
Feueranforderungen empfangen. Ende.
Alright, if we've really cleared these buildings, I think the next step is going to be lay down smoke and make a rush for the other side of the town on the other end. Alright, let's clear that building.
Abgefeuert. Kommen.
Abgefeuert. Ende.
Alright, ranging shots on that artillery. Meanwhile, we're going to use our infantry to start sweeping through what's left of this town. We've got tank support on the flanks that should help, but I don't want to drive them down that street just yet.
Achtung, Aufschlag. Kommen.
Aufschlag. Ende.
Alright.
Occupied.
30 seconds out. Abgefeuert. Ende.
Okay, we're going to move these half tracks up because we're probably going to assault the town with these guys. These guys are still fresh. So we'll start getting these guys into position.
Achtung, Aufschlag. Aufschlag. Ende. Dash 1 is in the box. Roger. Cleared hot.
Alright, delivery is less than 1 minute.
Angefeuert. Kommen. Abgefeuert. Ende.
We're still spotting out that building, I guess. Meanwhile, our airstrike should be inbound. Sorry about that. Apparently I got a... Apparently a technical is firing at our... I'm guessing it's a technical. Some kind of anti-aircraft is firing at our tornado as it flies by.
Achtung, Aufschlag. Kommen.
Aufschlag. Ende.
Alright, let's do this. Let's get our spotter in the rear. Is he back in the vehicle? Yep. Alright. We'll get our spotter in the rear up to the front. I want to put him in that 3-story building.
Abgefeuert. Kommen. Abgefeuert. Ende.
Looks to me like we have this edge of the town cleared. We just don't have a lot of time to finish the job. So let's go ahead and move these guys forward here. Move these troops forward here. This headquarter over here on the roof.
Achtung, Aufschlag. Kommen.
Aufschlag. Ende.
Wirkungsschießen. Kommen.
Anywhere we can get a good line of sight on these guys, really. Alright, we've got our APCs stacked up and ready. Let's go get additional APCs here, getting ready to carry more troops rapidly across the opening. So the plan is going to be to drop smoke in the middle of the field here to cover us, and then advance and try and storm it and take a couple of buildings. Alright, so we're dropping that artillery there.
Feuerauftrag beendet. Ende.
I would think the airstrike's done.
Break, break, break. Abort, abort, abort.
Yeah, I have no desire to...
Roger.
drop more ammo on there. Not on that building, anyway. If there's another major building we should be targeting, I guess I can use this spotter who's hanging back to do it. Looked like there might have been AA fire coming from back here. A medium must be 2 bomb runs rather than 1. So we'll call that in on that other tall building in the rear. Let's go ahead and advance our tanks just a little bit closer down this roadway here. We'll pause in a second to issue our orders. Alright, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to use my artillery here. Apparently I've used some Wily Pete.
Feueranforderungen kommen.
Alright, so we're going to order that team to spot for this. These guys on top of this building yet? I don't think I issued the order for them to do that. Are they still on their way? Roof. Alright, so those guys will head here. Meanwhile, we need to get some of our infantry back in their half tracks.
Roger, en route to IP.
Okay. Just heard an artillery round come in, not sure where. So we killed a group of guys here too. I'm just not sure how many more ATGM groups they have. Shit. What the fuck was that? Just lost 2 casualties from our observers are dead. What the fuck? Fucking A. I don't know if that was a mine that they ran over or if it was a mine or if it was a mortar round. Actually, it was an IED. So this game does have, again, asymmetric warfare. It does have IED type units, and that sucks. But at the end of the day, it's an interesting challenge that you've got to figure out how to play with. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. We cleared this second side of the this map, this second village on this side of the map. Casualties are mounting. Things are not going according to plan, but in our next episode, we will conclude with the assault on the main town, which we have about 25 minutes left to do. And we'll see how that goes. But until next time, this is the Historical Gamer saying once again, thank you very much for watching. Hope you guys enjoy. And until next time, I'm out.